Tonight, I'm going to present you something amazing. Tonight, we are going to discuss about all the details regarding the GS partners. Let's see how everything is built and how everything is standing behind the GSB ecosystem. Tonight, we are going to make a short retrospective about what we've built, what we achieved, what we launch, and most important, what we will do in the future. I think everybody knows already a little bit of our ecosystem. Tonight we are going to speak, of course, about the blockchain, our email over the blockchain, the GS support team, which of course we've all seen how effective it is. Then we are going to speak, of course, about the trading system. We have the partners in where we are all standing as a family, and the cherry on the pie of today, the GS Telecom. Let's see about the G999 blockchain. Well, we have the desktop wallet, and I'm going now to present you a little bit the usability behind the desktop wallet. Many of you already knew that the desktop wallet is used for the staking and for the masternode. And I've also made a my Instagram that the web wallet would be more secure but compared to the desktop wallet. Why did I said this, and what is the purpose of using the web wallet against the desktop wallet, and when are we are using the desktop wallet against the web wallet? Because this is a very common question. The desktop wallet, it's used to stake. First of its own purpose, it's to run staking because you need some resources, and these resources you cannot run them from the back of a web wallet. Then, of course, it's used for the master nodes. We all had the chance to meet the great team of G999masternode.net, which helped us to set up the master nodes. Well, why did I said that the web wallet it's more secure than the desktop wallet? Well, the web wallet is decentralized as it is the desktop wallet also, but it's more secure through the fact that it's standing on a server. Using the desktop wallet, you expose to certain risks. If somebody hacks into your computer, it might take your wallet.dat file, and then your coins are in a high risk. This is why also you have to encrypt the wallet when you create a desktop wallet. We launched the web wallet after a while, and this wasn't really used as it is right now, because right now it has more usability thanks to the GSDeFi. And a little bit later, we will find out what the GSDeFi it is. I would like to ask my team if it's possible to make my voice a little bit lower, because I'm hearing myself too loud, and I don't like it. Thank you very much. Now, let's see the mobile wallet, because this is the most important part. Well, I will share with you tonight how the mobile wallet is working, how you can send and receive, and how is the biggest security brought to your mobile. How is our mobile wallet different, a lot much more different compared to the other mobile wallets existing, because we all know that how many mobile wallets are out there. And for this, you are going to see how the mobile wallet it's working. The mobile wallet itself, it's having something very special. And this is because it's working with a separate card, what it's called signature wallet. I don't know if everybody can see the signature wallet. What is inside of a signature wallet, basically? Here we have an NFC chip. The NFC chip, it's holding our private key. And despite our comparison to, you can just close that sound, please. Totally. Thank you very much. Thank you. Despite comparable to other kind of mobile wallets, our mobile wallet is more secure thanks to this piece of technology. How does it work? You basically take your card, you say you're ready, and then you scan. And the moment you scan, it simply transfers and authorizes the phone to read your balance from the blockchain. But let's see now, maybe we want to send some coins. How does it work and how is the system working from behind? Well, I will make a simple comparison now between a normal wallet and the signature G999 mobile wallet. Well, in a normal wallet, like Coinomi, like Jax, like many others, the entire seed phrase it's stored by the creators of the wallet, because otherwise you cannot just send the transaction out when you want to execute it. So you protect yourself with just a password. But if somebody is taking that password out from you, for sure in that moment you are losing your entire assets. If somebody hacks that app, again, the assets are lost. If they are not updating the app, again, the assets might be lost. Of course, you have the seed phrase, you can connect yourself to that wallet, connected directly to the blockchain, but still there is a very, very high risk of losing your assets. How we bring something new here is that the private key it's directly encrypted into this card. So for sure you don't need to worry about hacking somebody into your phone, because without the card itself, he cannot take the coins out of you. And I will just make an example. Let's say I'm moving now to our beautiful chat app. And in the chat app, I will just take, for example, here my wallet from the GS Telecom, and I will send some coins directly to my GS Telecom. Okay? The moment I send the coins, I need to scan the card. And the moment we scan the card, the transaction is executed. Without the card, the transaction cannot pass. It's impossible. The app itself, it's still in testing phase, and the card, it's ready to be produced. But still, as you know, we like to test and test and test. This is why we are not coming up with deadlines. We are doing our best possible to launch it as fast as possible, but what we want is to come out with a perfect product and not with a rushed product. The signature card, in the same time with the mobile wallet, they are a really, really nice piece of technology and security, thanks to the fact that, of course, they work one and another with perfect synergy. As you saw, I already received the message from the GS Telecom that the transaction has been executed, and now my balance is updating, and that's it. I have my new balance in the GS Telecom. But let's see the GS Telecom a little bit later. This is a story for the next screens. The blockchain itself, it's running a deflationary model. And as I explained this, and we had made great achievements in our deflationary side, it's thanks to the fact that we are burning more than we are minting. Every single minute, every single 60 seconds, we are burning coins, but we are also minting coins, 570 coins per minute. These coins are split in a ratio of 25 to 75% through the stakers and the masternode owners, limited to 4,000 pieces. I know the masternode subject, it's a very sensitive one, and I will come at the end of my presentation over it, and I will present to you just a few of the future implementations over the blockchain, which are going to solve these misunderstandings over the limitation of the 4,000 masternodes. The Deflationary Explorer, basically, it's helping us to understand how we are minting versus burning and how we are burning versus minting. And it's not only that it's helping us to understand this, but it's also showing us very transparently how everything is running behind on every single app and on every single product and every single service it's running behind the G999 blockchain. We make this possible thanks to a tagging system. We tag every transaction inside of the G999 blockchain with the takes, and we know exactly each to one to which other where it belongs to. And like this, we are able to separate them in order to make it possible. The tonight presentation is going to be just a little bit more technical than the usual in order to make the things also more clear for those ones who are interested in going forward with us in the side of the implementation of the blockchain. The community burner inside of the deflationary explorer is where we can create basically our own burning address by sending directly some coins into that address and in where we can burn coins. I was just thinking at the moment because here in the community burner, we can see the addresses and the name of the burner and everything. For example, if I would like to make some advertising myself, I would just simply name a wallet with my website and I would burn enough just my website to stay always there in front. We did great achievements. We did great achievements in listings. I know this is a very sensitive part because, as you know, I don't endorse trading. I don't like trading. I don't understand trading behind the blockchain technology, but people loves it. And if people loves it, then we work and we do everything we can so we can move forward with this. The coin market cap itself, it was a very important step for us. Now, inside of the coin market cap, there are few things we need to do in order to rank more and more, and I will explain how is this working. I need to admit that I have a great team behind which is helping me with this because I'm not myself an expert of understanding how the coin market cap and in the entire listing system it's working. But let me introduce you a little bit to this so you can also understand at least what I've understood. In order to list up in CoinMarketCap in the top 200, you need to have at least 3 data partner exchanges which are listing you. Well, these exchanges have been chosen by CoinMarketCap as transparent data listers. Well, these transparent data listers are just a few because right now in CoinMarketCap we can see a lot of exchanges, but only a part of them they are data partner with CoinMarketCap. So if you don't have at least 3 of these market cap partners, then you will not be able to rank up more. According to them, the moment you reach to these 3 partners, which by the way happened today thanks to the listing of the Bitbox, then they will take in consideration listing you as a market cap and position to in order to position you accordingly to your value of your project. But then I will also make something uh, important here, and I will make a statement in which I want to explain you why this market cap, circulation, supply, and everything is a complete lie. Yes, you heard it. It's a complete lie. And you will understand why. And this is why we create the GS market cap. So we can bring again the transparency from our blockchain into something which is transparent for the people and to warn you to take care on the coin market cap and onto these numbers because the way they are providing them to us, it's a simply lie. And why I'm telling this is that because they take the project word as an answer. They don't do so high due diligence in order to scan all the blocks to verify the entire blockchain to make sure that this is the circulation supply according to the market cap and nothing. You just provide them some data and they take the data. And then how it's a market cap calculated? It's amazing. It's the number of the coins in circulation supply multiplied by the value of the coin. But now imagine somebody just wants to go in the market and exchange immediately his entire amount of coins for that value. It's impossible because there are no exchange buy orders for that. So that's why, in my opinion, the GS market cap will be very important, because not only that it will show us how our deflationary coin model is evolving by showing us how it's going up or down, because the project itself, at some point, for example, for some blocks, it might mint more coins than is burning. And we need to see this graphically somewhere. And for this, we will launch the GS market cap. And now, in order for us to make the things more transparent, launching the GS market cap, which has the exact same values we provided to the coin market cap, will make the transparency beautiful compared to the other projects. Because in GS market cap, in the deflationary explorer, in the explorer, we take every single block, we scan it, and this is how we provide the numbers. They are not just simply numbers, they are calculated and verifiable through the explorers. We listed to the BitX Live. We listed to the BitForex. We made it to the Hit BTC and the BBOX. Now CoinSuper, South Exchange, and BAW. With these exchanges, we hit 3 market cap partners, which means, yes, indeed, soon, according to their due diligence, they will list our coin accordingly to our position, which we definitely deserve. Moving forward into our ecosystem, it's the email over the blockchain. It's a great service. I have to admit that is not enoughly used, and we have to promote it more because it's secure and it brings a really new piece of technology behind. The core behind the email over the blockchain, it's pretty much similar to the one behind the GS Telecom, and we will understand this a little bit forward. Let's see a little bit what it's behind the email over blockchain. And people would may ask, but why would I use the email over the blockchain when I have my regular email? Well, of course, it's about security, first of all. It's nothing else. It's just security and privacy. Your regular email, which you are using now, it's standing up thanks to a server side. The server side, of course, they have cloud servers, back it up, and so on and so on. But anyone which has a certain level of access to those servers will be able to read your emails. Question is, how long are we going to let this happen forward? And how long are we going to, to refer ourselves to the blockchain as just coin trading, and when we are going to make the step of using it as real technology? So basically, this is what we are doing today. I was having today a conversation with an exchange, and they asked a tremendously amount of bitcoins for listing us, and I decided that it doesn't worth it. They listed Bitcoin, they listed Ethereum, and other great projects. They will list us, our project, because of its technology. For sure, we are going to do great steps forward, and we are going to aim for the best exchanges. And there is not a very long path to this. Coming back to the email over the blockchain, it eliminates the spam. Of course, it doesn't eliminate it completely, because you can basically create a script over the blockchain which is scanning all the addresses, identifies which one is an email address, thanks to what I told you before, in order for us also to be able to identify which transactions are going where, and they can simply start sending messages. But guess what? It will be the first time in the world when they are going to pay a lot for their scam. And the more they are going to scam us, the more coins are going to be burned. The more coins are going to be burned, the higher is going to be the demand. So basically, probably it's the first time when the spam is most welcomed. I do recommend you to create your very own email over the blockchain and start using it. And by the way, did you know that you can use the same seed phrase which you are using for the web wallet to log in into your email? This is wonderful, because basically you can just have a wallet for everything. And there are your G999 coins with the same seed phrase from your web wallet. You log in into the GS Telecom. With the same seed phrase, you log in into the email. You use the same balance, and you're able to communicate privately and secure. We are encrypting the messages through the blockchain, but not only using a blockchain key. And this is why is making this technology great. Let's take two examples and see together what would be the differences. Basically, if we would encrypt it with a if we would encrypt it with just a blockchain key, would mean that we need to apply an encrypting hash, which is using a path of characters, and that's it. This is everything. You don't need basically blockchain for that. Of course, maybe just to generate something, but that doesn't mean it's using the blockchain. Using the blockchain itself, it means that that email itself, it must be stored into the blockchain. And this is what it makes the things now more complicated beyond the possible, because the blocks, they cannot be huge, and the more bigger they will be, the higher will be the load over the blockchain, and this will make impossible for anyone to run a blockchain. This is why nobody did it until now, and we succeeded. We used different methods, which I will present transparently a little bit for in order to make this possible. The same technology we applied for the GS Telecom and also for the email over the blockchain. Is it more secure than any other email? Of course it is, because all the emails itself, they are stored into the blockchain, and only the sender and the receiver will be able to read these emails. You know that we have also a great support team, and we have a reason for which inserted them in the middle of the presentation. It's because thanks to them, we keep the things transparent, simple, and very, very in control. I know support is very important, and it's a delicate, also a delicate subject, and I want also to make a few comparisons between what the support it should be used for and where the support cannot come in and why it cannot come in. This is our support team, just a little part of it, because right now we are going to open great big office of support also in UAE. Let's talk a little about the support, where our company is offering support and where we cannot offer support and why we cannot offer support. We're offering support for the centralized services such as GS Trade and GSpartners. And why do we do this? Well, it's pretty much simple because, for example, we can have deposits which are not reflecting into your dashboard, and then we need to take a look over. We can have particular KEC issues which we need to take in consideration, and many others which you know that we made possible to uh, go forward in a smooth way. There is, of course, a part where we cannot offer support, and this is the decentralized part of the system itself. This is where you are using your computer, your own resources, in order to use the blockchain products and services. It would be impossible for us and totally immoral to connect into your computer and start offering you support for something. Even the support for the G999 master node was very well discussed with the team behind before, because this could have been jeopardized the security of the blockchain if we wouldn't then choose the right team for this. We cannot make support for the decentralized services. They are in your hands for you. What is our goal instead? It's to educate everybody to be able to use them without the needing of the support. The G999 community. Yes, I know. This is a surprise for everybody. And I will be honest with you, this comes with a very great frustration. I had it yesterday. It's because I felt that we've been cheated. We've all been expected something and we didn't receive what we've been expected. But what did I realize? I realized we are a community, and this is what is making us stronger. So I decided completely today to remaster all the everything what means G999 GS Guardians, and now it's G999 community. It's us for us, community for community. That's why I invite you all to join G999.community. Here is where our new home it is, and here it's where we will make our project a more secure place. I will speak a little bit more about the G999 community, what is its purpose, and how we are going to protect our project with it. As you all know, and I made it publicly many times, I love criticism. It's important. Any big democratic system has his opposition, and I endorse it and I support it thanks to the fact that it can bring evolution. But when this is used in a mean way, or when this is used to scam people, or to provoke different reactions which are going to harm our project, we need to take attitude. And how we can do this? It's pretty much simple. We are just going to act with the report. Reports are important because all these platforms behind which are running things like hosting companies, domain hosting companies, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all the social media, they take care of these reports. They take care of these reports not particularly because we are making them a report, but because we are building a pattern behind. This is why I renamed it as a community, because only a community could make a report be something which matters. And I will explain you a little bit how a pattern behind all these social media reporting system is working, so you will also understand why together we are so powerful. So they have some scripts behind, some they call it AI, is not an AI, it's just machine learning, which sees that this IP address now of this registered user is making a report. It's just taking an eye there. Now the second comes, the third, the fourth, the system it takes the second eye there and says starts to look more. And when tens of people are coming from different addresses, different validated accounts with history, and they make specific report on that specific subject, then the system itself is going to raise a question mark over that post, and of course if it's malicious it's going to be taken down. Why I say if it's malicious is because behind we will have some moderators which are important. We will not allow the power of the community to become a harmful weapon but only a defense one. We just need to make sure that our project stays safe, and we need to also to make sure that the voice of the opposition it's also heard, because it's important also. The GS Trade, it's our main trading platform. It's where everything happens as a volume. We did great achievements behind GS Trade by improving the depositing time, the withdrawal time, and everything. In the GS Trade and also in the GS Partners, which I'm going to talk a little bit later about, there is a fee of a deposit and a withdrawal. I know people don't like these fees, they are pretty high, but I will explain you why are these high, and I will explain you why we cannot lower them down. Into the GS Trade, we are working as we speak right now to develop also a mobile app. We do understand that more than 65% of the traffic is coming from the mobile, so we cannot just keep it desktop, even though the traders would like to stay desktop with a lot of monitors. We are not all traders in GS Trade. Most of us is the first time we learn how to trade. This is also an important thing for us. Inside of the GS Trade, we have a very specific thing which we love to launch: at least 2 or 3 new coins or tokens every single quarter. This is going to bring us new liquidity. This is going to bring us new traffic, and more people will find things and how the G999 blockchain it works. Pairing our own blockchain with different other projects, it's what is making G999 also valuable, because we ask other communities to look on us and to see also why is our project important and different compared to the others. The GSDeFi, it's probably the first decentralized rewarding system which is running on a Bitcoin core blockchain. And why I'm saying this, it's because in behind of the GSDeFi, we have an algorithm which verifies all the transactions behind. We are going to explain now how the GSDFi is working, how you can take advantage of it, and most important, how you can run it. Basically, it's created, of course, in order to deflate the circulation supply. Otherwise, nobody would reward you for hodling. This is something which is pretty much known by any single trader and any single community. The one thing you need to look when you do a staking like this, or you run a savings plan into a DeFi system, it's to make sure that those values which you are rewarded with, they are real, they are sustainable, and they are rewarded to you from a very real point. There are a lot of projects out there running, I don't know, 20,000%, 15,700. It's impossible. Don't get fooled and don't get into such projects. They are dangerous. Most of them, they are scams. This is the truth. This is why we have some real values here, and everything is really well calculated. It starts from 1.75 and it goes up to 5, and this we will see a little bit later. What is the process of beginning with the GSDFi? How is this connected with everything, and why we cannot run it with a wallet which we have it on the exchange? To run your GSDFi, the best would be, of course, if you ask me, to take a MacBook, install your desktop wallet or a Linux computer, start a normal staking, and then apply also for the GSDFi. This will help you to maximize the rewards up to 7.5% because you first take your rewards from the staking, and secondly, you take the rewards from the GSDFi. Why I'm saying that the Mac is or Mac or Linux, because certainly the most of the viruses which may attack your desktop wallet, they are created for Windows operating system. The process starts in GStrade, where you just simply take your address, which can be into your desktop wallet or of course into the web wallet, and in the future into the mobile wallet, and you insert it in the GS trade. Here, the GS trade, what is going to do is that it's going to scan your address into the blockchain and take the balance from there. Of course, if you don't have at least 249,999 G999 coins, there is no purpose of running your staking into a desktop wallet because your staking is not going to start. There are not enough coins there. So that's why at that moment you need to use just the web wallet. By the way, when you use the web wallet, make sure you save the seed phrase in the exactly correct order. I will come back with some advices on that also because I received a few complaints, not many, but not less in the same time. I'm inserting my address. I'm receiving, of course, the answer from the blockchain in which tells me, hey, I have 1,000 coins, I have 5,000 coins, 10,000 coins. And I can define myself how many coins I want to run into the GSDFi program. So let's say I have 100,000 coins, not too less, but again, not enough to run desktop staking. From this 100,000 coins, I would like to commit only 50,000. From this 50,000, I just need to type in 50,000, and I need to make sure that on my wallet from GS Trade, I have 0.75% of that amount in order to pay up for the fee which is taken by the GSDFi. What happens now is that the system, once you apply it, it's going to check every single block if those committed 50,000 coins are still there. If they are still there, he's counting you and you can count on it. Now, you can move the other 50,000 coins remained without any problems, trade them, use them in the ecosystem, send an email, write a text message. There is no problem. Just make sure that you don't go below the committed 50,000 coins. But let's just say you just made an error and you went below the 50,000 coins. Again, it's not an issue, only that you will be disqualified by the system. On the next block, when he will see that you don't have the committed 50,000 coins, He will disqualify you from the pool and it takes you out. You can anytime rejoin without any problems, of course, if it's still enough space remained, because the pool is limited to 2 billion coins and it has a 1 billion coins into a wallet which from which these uh, persons which are joining the GSDFi pool are rewarded to. Let's say that every single person which is joining is going to commit for for the 5%, which is maximum you can get. So we have 2 billion GSDFi pool, 5%, and 1 billion coins for the rewards. That's right. Make your math. This is a plan not for 1 or 2 years. This is long and you can take part of it. So this is why, in my opinion, you should take care of that commitment because right now it's easy. You just jump on, jump out without any problems. Okay, when you jump in back, of course, you will need to put again the fee of the 0.75. But going forward, we can see that we have specific rewards for those ones who are joining the GSDFi. We have the 1.75% for those ones who doesn't want to join the GS partners. And if you're a GS partner, then you have the basic advantage member, which is 3.5%, and then again the premier advantage members, which they can go to 5%. In order to be able to claim your 3.5 up to 5, you go in GS Partners, left top side, you can see your voucher there. It's a hash. You just copy that hash into your GS Trade account, and the system itself will know what is your level. We will make some more improvements to the GSDFi. You will be able to see in GS Trade when your latest payouts have been done, how much you have. You will be able to add more assets if you want on the top of those existing ones, and so on. We realize these necessities according to the time and by the time we run the program. So for sure they are coming very, very soon. We are working on it and they are coming soon for everybody. To if you upgrade from a basic to a premier, you just take a voucher code and that's it. The same voucher code doesn't modify. You just need to resync it and all the system itself will know automatically and it will recalculate your rewards from that block on according to your new status in GS Partners. In the DeFi pool, we created also an explorer which it helps us to understand the movement. This is bringing transparency. This is something which it helps us to understand that these coins are not coming just from somewhere, from a hidden place, from some scam site or wherever. It's bringing the transparency. And how does it work? We have a defined wallet with the billion coins from which we are rewarding all these wallets. This is made public. And here on the DeFi Explorer, we can also follow up the commitment of the pool, how big it is, if there is a spot, if there is not left, and so on. So all these informations are very transparent into the Deflationary Explorer thanks to the GSDFi Pool Explorer. Also, the GSDFi Pool Explorer will support multiple changes and improvements in order to things more and more transparent. And of course, if you have any suggestions, do not hesitate to write to me on the Instagram. You know that I'm hearing every single one of you, even though sometimes I'm not reading all the messages, doesn't mean that I don't hear them. The GS Partners is the place where we all meet together in order to participate in some special different programs which are running in our ecosystem. Programs of which, of course, you cannot find in other place of the site. It's our home. It's the place where also the academy it's running, and this is very important. It's a decentralized freedom thanks to the awesomeness of the card. And right now, we are going to watch a video regarding the GS lifestyle. All right. So, what does it make the GS lifestyle so special? It makes it special thanks to the fact that it is allowing us to jump very fast from the fiat world to the blockchain world. And this is why we need the GS lifestyle. It's a card in a pocket of every single user in order to be able to spend in real life his earnings, of course. And it gives much more purpose to the subject itself when we are speaking about an unlimited possibility card. And this is only offered by the GSB Gold standard. This is the gold card. I love the GS lifestyle. It allows me to have an IBAN. It allows me to fastly wire from a site to another. And what it makes it more and more great is that as we speak, we are working in integrating the G999 blockchain directly inside of the GS lifestyle. Speaking about GS lifestyle and answering of one of the issues there is with these fees, minor fees. But what are these minor fees? And I think now it's the moment where I will talk about them, because I promised you I will explain them also in the GS trade and also in the GS partners. Well, the minor fees itself, they are costs of validating the transaction over the blockchain. And here it's a little bit more complicated to explain if I don't go technically into the subject. So basically, let's say you have a wallet. In your wallet, let's say you have worth of the bitcoins of 1000 USDT. Now, this worth of the bitcoins of 1000 USDT can be made for one single transaction, or can be from multiple thousands transactions in order to go to that quantity of bitcoins or ethereum or G999 coins in order to reach to that quantity. Now when you output that transaction, the fees are going to be calculated according to the number of inputs you had it. So the more inputs you had, the higher will be the fee on the output. So this is why we need to keep a certain number of uh, minimum fee there. And I will explain you just the system behind the GS partners. It's pretty simple. We have thousands and thousands and thousands of users which they are depositing small amounts. These small amounts, they go into their user wallets. The wallet I was talking you about before is this main core hot wallet, which is collecting from all these user wallets multiple and multiple transactions, and it's bringing them here in the hot wallet. Now somebody is coming with a request of a withdrawal. Well, this withdrawal for him, it's going to come from this core wallet where I had this many come incoming transactions. When I output to him this transaction, this is going to be accordingly to the quantity he wants to withdraw, composed by a few ins or by more ins. The more ins there are, the higher is going to be the fee. Now, there are multiple fees a platform is going to pay before an entire circle is completed. You, you have the deposit fee, you have the collecting fee, and you have the payout fee. So, of course, all these fees together, they are called minor fees. This is why also in the GS lifestyle, this can be very high. But they are high right now also thanks to the fact that Bitcoin has a very high value. But in the same time, they are not high comparable to the fact that the same fee is going to be applied to a bigger quantity. So it doesn't matter in, for example, in GS Lifestyle that I'm making a transaction of 1 Bitcoin or 0.0005 Bitcoin, I will have the same mining fees. This is why we decided that in the next future we are going to implement USDT in the both sides in order to make the things much more easier. We understood the volumes, we understood what is happening, and we are coming with a solution. Inside of GSpartners, we have the Blockchain Academy. It's a great product. It's a great place where we can learn a lot of things. And the Blockchain Academy is going to come to a new stage with two more options. Joining the Academy, watching the videos, and earning the rewards. This is what is going to make our Academy greater. You are going to earn rewards thanks to the fact that you will be able also to produce new lessons. You're going to produce new lessons if you want. We are going to validate them. And if the lesson is correctly audited, then it's going to be published. You can now become a teacher for the community. And we came up with this idea just because I understood how many educated persons we have among us and how many things I've also learned from the persons around us. So that's why from now on, you will be able not only to complete videos and earn rewards, you will be able to produce content for GSpartners in the next future. And there you will be rewarded for your contribution. We came up since now with no less than 7 videos, amazing videos. And I'm saying no less because once you will also start to create such videos, you will understand how big amount of work it's behind creating a lesson, from the due diligence of the lesson itself, ending up with the editing and mastering and putting it up live. Ladies and gentlemen, now we are going to go on the next level of technology. We are speaking about GS Telecom. We are going to explain how this is working and what makes it greater. How is this different compared to the other chat systems in the world, and how our small piece of technology is just becoming the biggest in the industry. So let's play a little bit with the GS Telecom. I'm going to do something special tonight. I prepared something special. Well, I prepared many other special things, but as we can see, they are not always going as we want. I'm going to mirror now my iPhone so you can all see it. And I'm going to open the GS Telecom. Let's see how many users are having right now the GS Telecom. I want to go here and to make like this. So I invite you all now to scan my QR code and send me a message. The GS Telecom has been accepted by Apple Store and Google Play and is it live. Of course, I invite you all to download it and play with it, text one to each other, send messages, videos, and make sure that everyone hears about it. And please don't forget to leave a 5-star there for us. So let's see. Here it's my address, and I'm going to continue the presentation after I'm receiving at least the first message. I think by now everybody successfully scanned it. And I'm going to wait for my first message. Then we're going to continue. The future of the GS Telecom, it's a combination between the web, the mobile wallet, and of course, hello everybody, and of course the signature card. And why do I say this? Because right now, the system itself, when you are signing a transaction behind by sending a message, is working like any regular wallet, which I explained you about at the beginning. But the next level of decentralization and security, it's going to be when you will send a text message and sign it directly with a signature card. And this is what is going to take the app on the second level. Thank you very much for your messages. And I will just answer now with a good evening. And I'm keep receiving a lot of messages, and this is making me so happy. Tremendous. I'm so happy that we already downloaded. Let's understand now a little bit how the GS Telecom is working, what is the technology behind, and how is it different compared to the other many other chats and app chats there on the market. We have a side of a secured messaging. We have privacy, and of course, as you already saw, it's very easy to use. We don't communicate to a phone number to a phone number. We don't communicate to a pseudonym to another or to a username to another. We communicate like in a true decentralized system to a wallet to another. And you can download it. You can go now, right now, if you want, in Google Play or App Store. Take the app and continue messaging me. Meanwhile, I will make sure that I will explain you what is the technology behind the GS Telecom. I tried to make this as less technological as I could, even though behind this there are many teams working on it. And I will explain you how. I will share again now my phone with you in order to make sure that you better understand how everything works. So what we have at the moment when you sent me now a message, what happened? It went directly through an API manager, which compressed the message. Now the message can be a text, can be a voice, can be an image. So I come back to what I've spoke at the beginning, and I was asking myself, but how do you manage to transport such a big quantity of data over the blockchain if the blockchain itself cannot support such a big quantity of data? So what we did here at the very beginning and how we made this very possible is that we partner up with the storage blockchain for this. And the high loadage, it's going through the storage blockchain. And on the right side, we can see how is this happening. And I will explain you a little bit the synergy between G999 and the storage blockchain and how is this working behind the GS Telecom. So when you type a message, of course, it's going, as I said, to the compressing system. and from the compressing system is then encrypted. And there inside, when it's encryptedly sent through multiple transactions to the G999 and to the storage blockchain. Once it's into the storage blockchain, there it's split in multiple pieces. And in each piece, it's again stored in different many copies. If one of the copy goes down, it's using the rest of the copies to complete the necessary amount of copies. Like always, it has the same necessary quantity of copies to have a particular clean and unbreakable message. This every single piece which is spread around the second blockchain, it's encrypted through the G999 blockchain, which simply translated would mean that if we would like to hack into a message, we would literally have to hack simultaneously in every single transaction from two different blockchains. This makes it impossible. This makes it very different compared to all the existing chat messaging systems out there. Like, for example, Signal, which we all know that it has a very, very great image of encryption. This encryption side, it's still a server side encryption, is not a decentralized one. Still, somebody with the right proper resources would be able to make something in order for you to lose your data, or even worse, to be read it. But let's come back a little bit to our system right now. So once the hash reference is sent, the API manager is sending it through the G999 blockchain, where it's creating the transaction itself, and the API it's monitoring for the confirmations. We have, of course, something which could be not that good compared to the other chat systems, and this is the delay. We have up to 60% delay in time by the moment we are going to receive a message. Why is that? Why is this bad? But how is this also in the same time good? Well, this is bad because sometimes I don't have 60 seconds to wait for an answer, but take also in consideration that 60 seconds it's the most you can get, is the worst you can get. Why? Let's say you send the message at the very first second when a block was validated. Of course, you need to wait for the second block. So the 59 remaining seconds will be the delay of the messaging between a message and the other. But this is also the pure proof that the entire system is running through the blockchain and is not just some code behind. This is why it's so special. Coming to our scheme again, we can perfectly see that it's sent back to the content processor, which is rebuilding back the messages according to the entire formula I just explained to you. It takes now all those pieces back, decrypting them and reformulizing the message back to the receiver. And you have to understand that here it happens something amazing. By the moment you receive the notification for your message, this entirely process, it's happening in those 60 seconds. The entire decentralization, everything. And it's not only for a text message. The challenge was to make it for attachments, to make it for voice messages, and so on. Maybe with the 5G technology in a mass adoption, we will be able to transfer these decentralized informations in a live way. And then it's when the GS Telecom will be mature for itself. Right now is just the perfect piece of privacy you can get at the most advanced technology we can both observe that it's in the G999 blockchain. I want to truly thank for all the entire team for making this all ecosystem possible in such a short time. What is next might be the question. What would the GSB launch forward? Our goal is to launch the ownership certificates as a new project. Why is that? And how is this important? We want to create a safer world also by creating the necessary tool to keep your assets protected. There is a lot of fakeness around us. And this, of course, is a great product for our community to burn more and more coins because, as you know, all the fees which are collected through from the services, they are now burned. And this is, according to us, the best way you can run economics behind a blockchain by just creating more and more utility through the services and products and bringing this to the usage level where, of course, the burn is much higher than the mint. While the mint is a fixed value which can impossibly change, the burn can go to wherever amount it is. And for this, I invite you to check the Deflationary Explorer, in where we can all see how many coins we've burned since now. We are very close to reach our tremendous first goal of having already a total circulation, a total supply, a total existing supply less than the initial supply of the blockchain. So, ladies and gentlemen, the next project I'm going to present you fully finished in the next future is going to be the ownership certificates, which for sure you all know already about it. I want to thank you now in the end of this presentation for standing next to us. I want to tell you how honored I am to work next to you into great in this great ecosystem, and to tell you that for sure, even if I was frustrated through the fact that we should have win such a great common contest, I think this brought loss made us even much, much, much stronger. And this is because I realized we have something which nobody has, and this is the unity of our ecosystem. And for this, I will stand and I will develop next to GSB Gold Standard Bank as long as possible. Thank you very much for watching this presentation. I wait you on my Instagram in alex.cosindao. We can talk there more, and I promise that now that I am a little bit more free in time, I will start creating again more videos. The GSD5 video explainer is going to come out soon. We delayed this a little bit because we wanted to include also the latest updates we make inside of it, and for sure we are going to have time to run again through all the systems. Last but not least, I want to tell you that the web wallet has a very nice feature in which now you can download your seed phrase and keep it safe. But make sure that if you download that seed phrase, you put it on a cold storage device such as stick or a hardware drive, and not keep inside of your computer, because if your computer is attacked, the viruses itself, they know how to search patterns of seed phrases, of private keys, and so on. Thank you again for watching, and I wish you a great evening forward.